Ik zet het klaar dan op 50 en natuurlijk is het klaar maken we het lopen. We zien dat het Barbarians zich klaarmaken in de tunnels. Zodra we het signaal krijgen, de Barbarians onder leiding van Kilo Boron. We will wait for the signal. Straks de Belgium Barbarians tegen de Dutch Lions en dan natuurlijk de toppers, de Ishab Drive. Youth Academy tegen de AO Academy, halve finale van de competitie. Dus blijft zeker niet lang weg, dan gaan we twee spannende wedstrijden hebben. dan maken we ons klaar. Dan zie je dat we dat kleintje klaar maken in de tunnel. Als iedereen in de tunnel staat, gaan we een plaatsopleiding gooien. Dames en heren. Even wachten op teken van de headcoach van de Dutch Lions. Dan hier zijn ze dan. We hebben in Nederland de Dutch Lions. En ondertussen maken we ook de Barbarians zich klaar in de tunnel, zie ik. We wachten op het teken van Bart Schiffli als we mogen vertrekken, nee, van de headcoach. Dames en heren. Dames en heren, hier zijn ze dan. Jullie Belgium Barbarians!
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome you in West Flanders, in the home of the Kasteel Nitros and the Isegem tribes. We are here for the friendly game between the Dutch Lions and the Belgian Barbarians. My name is Rijn van den Berg for American Football Community Belgium, and next to me is my brother in, yeah, I'm not gonna say arms, but in pens or articles. Laurens, welcome in the Windy City.
Not Chicago, but Isegem this time. Welcome for me, and it's time for the national anthem, so we'll shut up right away.
there you go. Both the Wilhelmus, the Dutch national anthem, and the Brabantson national anthem of our Belgian team here. We're going to try not to be biased here during the game. It's going to be difficult, Laurens.
We'll try our best, but yeah, oh, just nice to enjoy the national anthems because it's been a very long time on both sides of the field. Now the Dutch Lions have played 2 games in 2024, but they were gone from the international level since 2018, and the Barbarians haven't played since 2020, gone dark after that. So it's been a while for both these teams to really be back on the international level. So happy to see that back, or to hear the national anthem on both sides.
I think that's one of the big challenges when you play American football outside of the United States and you have a national team. Getting everyone together for practices, because if you don't practice, yeah, you don't stand a chance. And yeah, getting everyone together and getting everyone together on the same day, because this is not a soccer team of 11 players. This is an American football team where you have to have at least around 30 players to have a decent team.
Yeah, at least. Yeah. And so for the moment, I don't know the exact numbers on the sideline today of players, but I can tell you this much. I mean, throughout the upcoming months upcoming to this game, they had a selection that was way bigger than the people that are here today. So they made a selection of players that will play on game day, but the group of players that are involved with the national team is bigger than this. There are a few players. I looked at the roster that was that's just way bigger than the people that are here today. So
absolutely. So and everyone, welcome at home who are watching. If the audio is a bit skewed, and I mean skewed by you hear the wind here, that's normal. We're up, I think, about 4 meters on a platform. Steven, our cameraman, and both cameraman and director and technician all the way. He's here. He's the one providing the live stream here. We are in our cozy chairs. He's down low on his knees, poor fella, but he's trying to make the best of it. We're close to kickoff, Laurens, but the last time these teams played, who won, who lost? Did they tie?
Well, the last game they played between each other, the last derby, I'd say, was a win for Belgium. So, but the games before that, the Netherlands always won. So it's a little bit of a rivalry already. Obviously, it's been a couple of years now that that rivalry has been died down because the national teams weren't here, but. Still, it's gone both ways, so that's a fun thing to see. That we'll probably see that today as well in terms of just the game. I think it will be a level game. Both sides of the ball, or both teams, have good players. Players that play here in Belgium, play in the Netherlands, but also play outside. Especially the Netherlands have the Dutch Lions, as we'll call them, have players playing outside of the Netherlands, playing in Germany, in the ELF, for example, which is a semi-professional league in Europe here. So a lot of those players have experience, and we'll see the kickoff now.
So the Dutch Lions about to kick off this game. 2 return men in the back. And it's really windy here. I'm gonna say it again because the wind is gonna be a factor. And that ball is gonna be returned from the 1-yard line.
Yeah, Ethan van der Veken with the return. Player for the Warriors. No, I'm looking at the wrong sheet, I think, or am I?
I think that was number 25, David Zabruden.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at the wrong sheet.
The jersey number and
That's why.
There's a lot of numbers on your sheet, Laurens, so I don't blame you. If you have any questions about the game, be sure to put them in the commentary. We're here. We're not gonna bite. We're here for your entertainment. Imagine if they had Sylvain Yonjouin play for Belgium.
That would be. He did play in an international game for Belgium in Spain, and this was the first run of the game.
Quarterback.
And quarterback for the national team is Thomas First, as he was the starter for the national team in the past before they went dark, as you'd call it. He was always playing the quarterback position. Only one game he did not play, and then Willem van Kampenholle also here today, but now playing receiver. Then started one game. First.
So. And again with the run, down the middle. Doesn't get far, I think even negative yardage.
Meestal Arcadi met de bal. Nou wordt natuurlijk het tackle.
Sleep Creeps is asking, is there going to be a stream for the U20? I think it's the semi-finals after this game. I don't think there will be a stream.
No, I don't think so. No.
This is
Steven is shaking his head.
no. So this is exclusively for the for this game. It's a heated rivalry both in football and in soccer and on the bike and basically everywhere.
Yep, and for me, yep.
We do like each other, but
First
not in
pass.
sports.
Yep, and that was
just
the first pass. Intended receiver was Ario from the coal miners, and we have to mention this is a third down, so the kicking team will come on the field. Now, interestingly enough, at the running back position, rather, we saw a run by. While the wind is just absolutely ravishing us, I hope you can still hear us well. But the running back, or we'll first watch.
A punt in these conditions will be very interesting because the wind is blowing in his face. Let's call it a semi-decent punt for these conditions, and the ball will be fielded at about the Belgium 49. So the Dutch Lions will take the field at over half field.
Yeah, and I'll finish my story about the running back position. We saw Arkadi Meerschot playing running back and getting the ball twice already in this first drive for the Barbarians, which is interesting because he currently does not have a team, but he was playing for the Belgian Barbarians in the first iteration. It was a very important part of that team. Played in France a couple of years, but hasn't been playing in a while. So now we'll see Jasper Nederland at quarterback for the Dutch Lions.
First down, and the Dutch go to the run as well. They have more success and pick up about 5 yards.
Yep, and Jasper Nederland, also a familiar name for most people who watched our live streams of the BNL quarterback for the Amsterdam Crusaders, has been a very experienced and successful quarterback there.
The trick to rattle Nederland is to put him under pressure.
Yep, and that's going to be an issue because this offensive line is very good.
See, again, the run down the middle. First down, more going. And out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. It's number 25.
Yep,
that
Sidney
is
Kunst, his teammate.
Serious point for the Dutch Lions.
Interestingly enough, you were talking about the BNL. The BNL has ceased to exist. So
Yep.
the competition between Dutch and Belgian teams is no more, and that will make it very interesting how the American football landscape will take form or take shape in the coming years.
Yep.
And a first down for the Dutch Lions already in the red zone. Nederland passing,
Almost
nearly intercepted.
It was just shows you throwing it against the wind is not easy. You can see the ball kind of stalling in the air.
Yeah. Sol Maanhout is asking, where does the Belgian quarterback play? Thomas First?
Thomas Pierce plays for the Brussels Black Angels.
Yes. We can tell you that the Belgian competition next year, there will be one. And there will be two divisions.
There will be two divisions, right.
So back to the old system, as they say. And this is a second down for the Dutch Lions. Ready for the snap. And they go back to the run after that. And that's a fumble! And the ball. Who has that ball? Who has that ball? It seemed to me that the Belgian Barbarians have it.
Yeah, Yamaro Van Ness with the fumble.
No.
We'll see who gets it. It does appear as if a Dutch Lion has it.
One of the Barbarians was basically on top of that ball, but that
Lost it, apparently.
Lost it. Too bad for the Belgian Barbarians.
Yeah, this was a great swing moment. They're in the red zone to try and grab that ball, but it's still third down.
And the comments are asking who's number 81 of Belgium?
Neveu, playing for the Gators.
Yes, Loïc Neuve. And the third down.
Van Ness again in the backfield.
Oh, and a pitch. Back to the run. Not enough.
Yep.
Let's see if they're going to kick this ball. I think they will.
Yep, tackled by Kivalaro. Tigers player, Brussels Tigers player, one of the leaders there in the Tigers organization who hosted the BNL final. Didn't end the way anybody wanted to, with a bit of a scrimmage.
A scrap.
Yeah, yep. And
let's call it a scrap.
It's going to be the field goal unit on the field now.
Will we see the first points on the board? And I think that's wide left.
Yep, Mas Prévost, very experienced kicker, who scored the only points last week, I think, against Turkey. A 3-0 win against Turkey last week for the Dutch Lions.
Weird score.
Yeah, it's almost like a soccer score, but the weather was even worse than it was today, with hailstorms and wind, rainy, so it was very terrible weather. And then weren't able to score a touchdown. The Turkish national team was able to.
How do you have a 3-0 game?
Well, I was going to tell you they had two more field goals set up for Turkey, but both were blocked by the Dutch Lions. So
don't tell a Chicago Bears fan that.
Yeah, right, or a Broncos fan now as well. Yeah, so it's been 2 weeks in a row, and we saw it in the
NFL.
In the NFL, and. The guy blocking was Rudion Henrique, and we'll see him on defense a lot. One of the best players here on the field. We'll see something.
Flag of the... Yeah, that's a delay game.
Yep. Still first down.
Barbarians with their backs against the wall, so to speak. If you guys have any predictions in the comments, be sure to let us know. If you're watching from Belgium, the Netherlands, or who knows, where it may be. Still first down, first and 15, motion, and a pitch, about the same play as the Dutch ran a couple of plays ago. And back to the original line of scrimmage, it seems. I hope you guys at home are comfortable, warm.
Make some warm cocoa, hot cocoa, and what we'll do for some hot cocoa right now.
If at the end of this stream you just don't hear anybody, we froze to death. So it's been nice knowing you, Laurens. Second down, a pitch from the other side, and that's a fumble.
Just go down.
Looking.
Yep. That was Arkadi again.
Arkadi Meerschout.
Yeah.
Going backwards, the Belgian Barbarians.
Had two touchdowns versus Hungary. Had a TD versus the Dutch Lions in one of the previous games versus the Lions. And he played in Finland for the Hämeenlinna Huskies. Hämeenlinna Huskies.
Beautiful name.
It's almost a tongue twister a little bit. So did Ruben de Ruiter, by the way, plays on defense number 9. We already saw some fans from him checking in.
Yeah. And there's somebody watching from Pennsylvania, Valerie Lynn, big fan of the Barbarians. He's thanking Steven for broadcasting. So welcome in the stream. gallery. And was there a flag? Delay a game again. It's the players here don't have, or the quarterback doesn't have a loudspeaker in his helmet, so the plays have to be called, and it's really, really windy here, so the play can get lost.
Yep, they really have to go to the sideline instead of just staying on the field and just shouting it.
It's a third down forever here for First. He's gonna pass it and finds a receiver.
Meerschot again.
Found a little bit of space, but not enough for that first down. But that was better than expected. Probably that play.
Yep, that's all you want to do right there when you're this close to your end zone, is not try and do something terrible. It was a bit of a screen play, and then Arkady Meerschot, who we were just talking about, coming back from that fumble, a little bit of a fumble, making the play. So we'll see the kicking, or the punting unit rather, again.
Let's see where this ball ends up, and Gion Ronde is watching from Bali. Rooting for the Lions. Oh, and that is a solid punt in these conditions.
Very good punt.
Yeah, ends up at about the Lions 43.
Yep, and we were just talking about Willem van Kompernolle. Well, this is Willem van Kompernolle.
He was the one who fielded the ball, I think.
Yeah, no, I think he's now. Oh no, wait.
Yeah, it was Willem van Kompernolle.
Yep.
Number 85. And Marvin van der Roest is saying, "Let the Lions eat." These are not the Detroit Lions, but we'll see about that. And the Jasper Nederland taking the field again for a first down. Great field condition, a great field position for the Lions. Running back, the backfield. And again a run. And defense of the Barbarians follows him whole.
Yeah, with number 44 was Jeremy Coppens with the tackle.
Somebody's watching Milan Korzic, or don't know if I pronounced that right. He's watching from Serbia. Let's go Belgium. And I see people say go Amsterdam. Is this a national team playing or just one city? These are the national teams.
A few Rotterdam players here as well.
Nederland dropping back. Is that?
That wasn't caught, but that was Kunst again.
Yeah. So you see these conditions are really, really challenging for both teams here. Nederland, normally a solid passer, but the wind just shakes every play.
Yeah, a little bit of a timing issue as well. We had Kunst first trying to block and then getting into the flat, and sometimes that can be a little bit tricky when it comes to timing. The quarterback can get it off target a little bit sometimes, because it's just a tough route sometimes to get time.
Third down for the Lions, dropping back, dropping deep. Finding a receiver, but gets it tackled immediately. That was a solid defense by the Belgian Barbarians.
Yeah, and if you talk about staples in Belgian football, number 55 from the Broncos, the Bruges Broncos, Nick Van Ee. I mean, he was just one of the most important players for the Barbarians on defense for a very long time. And he's been one of the best players, I think, the last 10 years in Belgian football.
One of the newer teams as well in Belgium.
And now is the president of the Bruges Broncos. Yep. Punting.
And that's a good one, but he has the wind in his back. And that ball is going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Belgian Barbarians, they will start at the 25. I don't know, what rules are they playing? Are they playing college?
Yep, they play NCAA rules.
Oh, all right.
So we'll not see any dynamic kickoff type of stuff if you're
I'd like
if
to
you're wondering.
see that. I'd like to see that.
Yep, and just a mention for the punt returner is David Zabrudin. someone who played here for the Castile Nitros. Really was a spectacle to watch.
Yeah.
Really dynamic player. Maybe we'll see him on offense as well.
Yeah, let's hope so. Solid runner. First down, Belgium. Handoff for the run. All the runs seem to go down the middle.
Yep.
But on both sides. Oh.
And we have the good old fullback in with Quinten van der Schelden from the Tigers.
And the tent that is used to shelter us from the rain is starting to make noises.
It's hit me in the back a couple times already, so it doesn't look good.
Second down.
Toss.
And a run again, this time. Let's see. That is number 6 again, that is Meerschout.
Yep.
Trying to get the run going on the sides, but of no avail.
Yep. I remember having more than 20 carries. Usually in these Barbarian games, the way it looks now, he's going to get his 20 carries again in this game.
Milan Nkozic is saying that David should be starting. He played with David in the GFL too.
Yep.
Interesting.
David played in the GFL 2 now. I forgot the team, but...
Pass from First, incomplete. Is there
I wanted to say Düsseldorf, but I'm not sure.
Milan, in the comments, what position did you play? Let us know. Should be interesting. And thanks for watching, of course. The Lubeck Cougars.
Oh. Right.
And again, a fourth down, back to punting. Barbarians have no luck on offense. But then again, difficult and challenging conditions here in Izegem. It may not look like it when I'm watching the stream, but take it from me, it's cold. And he gets that punt off.
Yeah, that was well
and
done.
That ball just goes back. That ball, the wind just took that ball. It just blew it back, I think 10 yards.
It really came back.
And I'm looking for the name of the punter.
It's Godichal.
It is Adrien God.
Again, one of those names you'll know if you have been around Belgian football for a while.
Yeah, Black Angel.
Black Angel, absolutely. And I think he's the president or the GM for the Black Angels as well, so he's involved with the organization there.
And Milan Nkozic is saying that he played linebacker and strong safety and had a tough time tackling David. that makes sense. We understand you completely, Milan.
That's very normal.
First down for the Dutch Lions, again going to the run, looking for the sidelines.
Yep.
And is that Sidney Gunst again? Nope. Let's see, number 20, yeah. That is Sidney Gunst.
Yeah, Crivalaro again there with the tackle.
And
the Belgian Barbarians defense is able to set the edge pretty well, so you can see the Dutch Lions running backs trying to turn the corner but not being able to, so always getting to the sideline. Just
and second, and it seems about 6 yards. Dutch Lions. Sidney Gunst behind Jasper Nijland, getting the ball again. Going for that left side again. Attacking the right side of the Belgian defense. But I think they pick up maybe 1 yard, third down.
Yep, and we have been looking at this side of the field for a very long time now. We've only seen this side of the field in this game yet. So.
But the stands are on the left side of the field, so
that's a good thing, right?
People get their worth. And a third down here. Sidney Gunst positioning himself in the right side of Jasper Nijland. See if we're going to get a pass play. Nope, Gunst is going to get the ball again. And will not be picking up that first down.
That's fourth down.
I think they'll go for it.
It does appear that way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Doesn't seem... Yeah, Nederland... No. Offense is getting off the field, but there's a timeout taken by the Dutch Lions.
Yep, and someone in the comments asking who's the offensive coordinator for the Barbarians. That is Paul de Pretre, rather. He is also involved with the offense for the Ghent Gators. So we'll see what the Dutch Lions will do here. You have some time to think about it, but it does appear as if they're still going to go for it.
I think in these conditions, kicking is quite difficult, so you might just as well keep your players, your offense warm, keep them on the field, try to take that first down, because it's, let's see, they have to pick up 1 yard, so if you have Sidney Kunst, but maybe quarterback keeper here, maybe?
Maybe. This is a
Kunst to the left side, but Nederland taking it to the right side and running it.
4th down and shotgun, always interesting.
Oh, yeah, that's. Let's see here, Nederland. No, and giving it to Sidney Kunst, and he's gonna get in for a touchdown. Lions down the middle. 6-0, Lions.
Yep, that went straight to the heart of the Belgian Barbarians defense.
Yeah.
Had three receivers to the right, and it almost looked like they were wanting to pass it, but they brought in Sidney Kunst.
And let's see what Prevost does with the extra point. Missed the field goal attempt some time ago, and that was a difficult snap. And I think that's wide left. Nope. So I promised myself last season, commentating these games, that I have to shut up when there's being a punt or an extra point, field goal on extra point. I should refrain from saying that it went through or not.
Yeah, you have those soccer commentary,
announcers,
right? Always shouting goal like 2 seconds before someone's trying to even hit the ball.
Yeah, but in soccer you can at least see the net moving.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a little bit of a gimmick, but now we'll see.
Kickoff Lions, 2 return men for the Belgians. I think that is Zabrodin and number 13. Let's see. Yeah, it's number 43. It's Quinten van der Schelde, of Quentin. So 7-0, the Netherlands drawing first blood. Let's see if the Barbarians have a response. He's going to take it. It's going to go through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Barbarians.
Some nice interaction here on the left side of the field. Two players colliding, a Lion and a Barbarian. And you saw them stepping towards each other like they were going to fight, and then just dapped each other up. So that's the type of game you want to see. It was Vangelis Heugebar, by the way, a home player, plays for the Nitros here.
Yeah, it can get chippy, I think, today.
Yeah, but it's still a friendly game. But you know, certain things can happen, and then things can switch easily.
Yeah, it's still Belgium, Netherlands, so it's still
it's still tackle football. So at the end of the day,
tackle football and an old rivalry in sports. So and pitch. And going for the first down. He has some room. Who is that? Will he get there? He's losing steam. No, he's picking it up. And that is a touchdown. Barbarians.
My goodness.
First play from scrimmage. Arkadi Meerschoot.
I told you guys.
You are
special.
ridiculous.
I told you before, he's special. He's always been special. In the first iteration, he was a nightmare for any team to play against, and you can just see right there why. I mean, he's smart, he's fast, he's physical, And just to think he hasn't been playing football, like he doesn't have a team right now. I'm not always sure why. Maybe he just doesn't always want to play or whatever. But if you see him play, you'll know why he's a good player. You can see it right away. That was one hell of a run.
Extraordinary run.
I don't know how many yards that's going. That's from
touchback. I think it's 80 yards.
That's 80 yards, right?
Extra point is looks good. Looks good. Or yeah, 7-7.
Well, didn't expect this.
So
that was
back to scratch.
Yep.
You guys can replay. You guys can rewind it at home. You can rewind it.
Yeah, I can watch this
again
all day.
And tell us what you see. Tell us the details what you see. Because it seemed to be that he was losing steam at around the Lions' 30-yard line.
I've seen him do this before. It's just almost like he knows the speed of the guy behind him and just kind of stays that same speed.
Because it was at that point that he started changing direction because he was running straight ahead and then he just to the right side to the post route. He was running a post route.
He was running a post at the end. I was also confused because I was like, oh, maybe there's someone still behind.
No,
but that's not possible. Just the ref was still there. So very good play.
That was just one of the zebras who was standing there. So there's a surprise for you at home. 7-7. And every time, every time I see all those different helmets together, like you also do in the Pro Bowl.
Yep, that's a little bit of a Pro Bowl game.
Has to be confusing for the quarterback.
For the Dutch Lions, they have helmets. Almost all of the helmets are orange.
Some of them look like the 49ers.
Yeah.
The gold. So, 7-7, Lawrence. We're going to have a game here.
Yep, we do.
Kickoff Barbarians, and I think we've entered the second quarter already.
Yep, we changed the sides.
Yep, so that's a return. Will not get far. And that is Enrique Rudion.
Yeah, and you talk about one of the best players on the field. I talked about him before. Rudion Enrique was responsible for having those 2 field goals blocked last game versus Turkey. He's an ELF All-Star, so you talk about one of the better players. He just in Europe in general, played for the VR en Troners, also played for Leipzig as well, and played college football at New Mexico State.
Oh.
So someone with international experience on both sides of the pond.
New Mexico State. Aren't they also called the Miners?
That's information I don't have. That's a high catch.
Pass play by Nederland.
Still going.
Let's see, Merrienburg, Robin Merrienburg. Looks like a tight end and ran like a tight end.
Yeah, that's all. Absolutely looks like one.
Yeah, he has the Gronk number on his chest. And a second down, second and about 3 or 4 yards for the Lions. Have to respond to that insane score by the Belgian Barbarians.
Yep, I also want you to look at number 73, the right tackle for the Dutch Lions, Alex Molenaar. 2 meters and 2 centimeters.
And a run down the middle. Is that Kunst?
Yeah, and that's why you run to the right side, because you have that mountain on your right side. Amsterdam Crusader as well.
Milan Kojic, New Mexico State Aggies.
Oh.
An FBS D1 school. There, playing D1. Solid. Yep. Third and about 2 yards. 3rd and 3. Nederland handing it off again for the run. And it looks to be enough. I think that ball crossed the first down marker. Let's see what the refs signal here, because it's not clear yet. No, it's fourth down. 4th and short. Aaron Balk is saying vorige week, last week in Arnhem, there was hail. So let's hope there won't be any hail or rain today, because we will not survive a hailstorm.
We've had bad weather here before. I mean, we've been in some terrible spots here. In the past.
We've been in worse conditions than that, but it's just so, let's drop the F-bomb, so fucking cold. So, 7-7 in the second quarter here in Isegem, home of the Kasteel Nitros and Isegem Tribes. It's a bit confusing maybe, but the Kasteel Nitros still being sponsored, I think, by Kasteel, the senior team.
Yep.
And the Isegem Tribes, the youth teams.
Still the Isegem Tribes.
Yeah, because they thought that it was not appropriate for youth teams to be associated with an alcoholic beverage, and that is that's a solid point.
That's a good point.
Solid point.
Maybe have some non-alcoholic beer to sponsor them. I don't know.
True. And the fourth and short, and he will get that. Sidney Kunst.
That's going to be a first down.
Yeah. And you see Nederland always walking to the sidelines to get the play. Or to get some pep talk from the coach, who knows. And Sleep Creeps was asking as well, commentators, are you going to watch the U20 game? That depends on how much of a block of an ice I'll be when this game ends. And the new set of downs for the Lions, passing. Dangerous throw. Oh, almost a one-handed catch.
Yeah, Stannis Rijf with an attempt.
Yeah. And you see that ball just hanging in the air. If you're the safety, you can go for that one.
Absolutely.
So the cornerback is just doing man coverage. And if you're the safety and you see that ball just floating up in the air, you might as well just go for it. Second and 10. And again, running back next to Jasper Nijland. He's handing it off again. Just the Lions going for that run now. And there's a flag.
Flag on the play.
And I think that's clear because the entire Belgian Barbarians sideline just pointing into the other direction. So there has to be maybe a fumble.
Yeah, it looked like it, but I'm not entirely sure what happened.
Still players pointing in the other direction. So, is this going to be overturned? Is this going to be a turnover? Nederland's still on the field.
I was watching the replay, and you could see something happening that looked like a fumble, but you couldn't really see what was going on. And yep.
Yeah, the offense is going off the field. So, first down, Barbarians.
Yep, and this is a momentum swing.
So there's a hold that was declined, and then there was a fumble. So, first down, Belgium into Lions territory. And Dirk is watching as well, Dirk from American Football Community Belgium. I hope you saw the score of the Belgians. If not, you can rewind just a little bit and just...
Yeah, or just
come
maybe
back.
even just watch this play, because he's that type of player.
Yeah.
Arkady.
First down, Belgium. First, ready for the snap. Handing it off to, it looks to be Zabrudin. Let's see. Or is that Meerschout? That's Meerschout.
Yep, and you have Abdelawi in at the running back position now. He's a terrific blocker, plays for the Brussels Tigers. He's a big boy, tough load to bring down.
Second and about 8 yards, it seems. Belgian Barbarians.
First
pass. Ooh, that was a makeable throw.
Yep, Van Kompernolle.
Oh, there he is.
Yep,
Van
we talked
Kompernolle.
about him. Now playing receiver.
Third down.
was only 19 years old when he started that loan game for the Barbarians just a couple of years ago.
So it's still 8 yards. Third down. High snap for Thomas Fürst. Going deep. That is a dangerous ball! And almost a catch.
Alexander Delmot.
He's the only tight end listed on the player sheet.
Yep, he's exactly that. But that's why you have someone like Van der Schelden and Abdelawi, because they're good blockers as well. So that's why you have them in and only have need for one extra tight end.
Yeah. He's playing with the Turtles.
Yep.
Strangest team name ever, but I love it.
Well, they can't say they play fast and physical, right? It's gonna be a weird, yeah.
They play slow, but they have a shield.
Very tough to bring down.
So that's, I think there's a timeout called by the Barbarians. Fourth down. This is a, will they punt it? This looks like a position in this type of game where you just go for it. But it's, then again, 8 yards that you have to cross, so.
Yep, 4th and 8 is not, it's not a small number.
It's still friendly, but you can pin them back because the wind is blowing in their backs. You can pin them back with a good, solid punt. But then again, you cannot control the ball here with a punt. Just have to have that lucky bounce, but offense is staying on the field. There we go.
Yep. Van der Schelden and Meerschot.
There's going to be some trickery here. 4th and 8. Barbarians dropping back. Scrambling. Flag. Pass. Caught. But is that enough? He was on the first down marker. There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, it looked like he was...
I think he was there. I think,
yeah, I think he got there.
But let's wait what the flag is. Whitecap is wearing a buff, it seems. These guys must be cold as well. Or at least they're down there and not up here. It's against the Lions. So it seems that they will get the first down. Chains are moving.
Yep.
First down, Belgium. Jentel Goetjes is asking, boys, what is GI's number? Who is GI? GI as in Golf India. First down, Barbarians.
Meerschot.
And that is Meerschot.
Flag on the play, again, on the backside.
Probably it's probably a holding call then.
Yeah, behind the play, so that's usually...
Let's see. So that will be coming back, probably. Yep. Barbarians are moving backwards.
Yep, holding a penalty. Takes you back 10 yards.
That's just too much for a holding call. 10 yards. That should be a 5-yard penalty.
It's not just like a fumbling through the end zone. That's like an even worse.
That's probably the dumbest rule in football.
Yeah, probably is.
So 2nd and 20. Barbarians. He's gonna pass first. Short pass and incomplete. No flags. That was to Alexander Delmot.
Yeah, and Floris Sakova, linebacker, with the breakup.
Yeah, he was covered like a blanket, or he was covering him like a blanket. And Oudens, here's the sun. Who thought?
Yeah, have I ever seen the sun here in Izegem?
Yeah.
I'm still wondering.
That yellow ball is 1,000,000 degrees, but it still feels like 1,000,000 degrees below zero here. So
yeah. Voka is a Nuremberg Ram player.
Looks to be this third down. First passing again.
Going
And
deep.
deep to the end zone. Is that caught? No. That looks to be a Broncos player. I think that will be Gorek Braten. But he's a bit shaken up.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
he
shaken.
looks,
He's going to go down.
Looks like he's going to stay down. Ah, that's terrible. Made a good play down the sideline. Beat his man, and then
It's one of the
not
Broncos.
entirely sure what happened on the play. I'm looking at the replay. Basically, just beat his man, but
Had two
that was
defenders. near.
Jason Denneboom in coverage, but Gorek Braat was faster than him.
Yeah, Gorek Braten. Indeed. So, this will be interesting. Still on the field, the offense
Van der
for the
Schelden
third down.
only back on the field now, and timeout.
Timeout taken by the Barbarians. I think Thomas First didn't have the play. He
Yeah.
looks a bit frustrated.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. You also see De Ruiter coming on the field, which is something which is he's probably going to replace Gorek Braat. Now, watch him, number 9, Ruben De Ruiter. He is a two-time GFL champion, plays for the Potsdam Royals, and was a receiver in the first iteration of the Belgian Barbarians, scored a bunch of touchdowns, made big plays for them on the receiver position, but has switched positions, now plays in the GFL as a linebacker and a safety.
Just like Daniel Jones might be playing maybe.
But now it's changed positions in GFL, but now we'll be playing receiver.
Third down, First going deep again. Why not? Why not? Is that caught or is that intercepted? It looks to be.
Looks to be.
They say incomplete. The Dutch line say incomplete. But
Caught.
incomplete.
No.
They call it incomplete. Yeah, and you cannot challenge it here.
Yeah, nicely done by Van Kompenolle by trying to get his body in between the ball and the defender.
Fourth down.
Not able to
And
make the catch.
yeah, First is going to get the play. So offense is still on the field. This
That's a very long. That's a fourth and forever.
fourth and forever. Deep bomb to the end zone. Just throw it. F it, someone's open.
Yeah, you can just see it for the Lions playing off coverage.
Yeah.
Look how much space there is between the DBs
Yeah, there we go. We're going to go
and the
deep.
receivers.
Yes.
Well, they're gonna have to go deep, and that's De Ruiter,
Why do you pass behind the sticks?
because he had no other option, I think. And there we have De Ruiter with his first catch. A Ghent native, started his career with the Ghent Gators. But yeah, it's tough, right? You have to make a decision there, and then you just throw it as far as you can, because that's where the ball is gonna stay.
Yeah,
right. So if you just throw it away, the ball is coming where you snapped it. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just moved it a little bit more towards
Yeah.
the end zone of the Dutch Lions. I think that was what you want to do at that point, if you know you're not getting any routes deep.
Yeah, true. Thanks for the great explanation there. So, first down, Lions. Nederland handing it off, probably to Kunst.
Yep, that's Gunst again.
But it's been a while since the Lions' offense has been on the field. Barbarians had quite the time of possession. I think they're winning. They're slightly winning the battle for the time of possession, it seems.
Yeah, and Arkady had something to do with that, because he just made one very long run, which killed that drive. And it didn't kill it, but it made the time of possession a little bit more skewed towards the Lions, of course.
Again, a handoff for the run. Eating the clock there, the Lions.
Taking a couple of yards with him. And someone is
Down.
staying down.
Lion staying down. Cannot seem the number, jersey number. Players are taking a knee, and there's the medical team.
It does look like a knee issue as well.
So this will be a medical timeout here. Still 7-7, second quarter, probably deep in the second quarter. Every now and again we get a news for the time from the refs, but we don't have a live connection to them.
Yep, and we have some time now, maybe to finish quite a story actually from
Story time, excellent.
It's not really a story, it's mostly like an overview for people at home wondering about certain players. We talked about Ruben de Ruyter a little bit. Really was one of the leaders in that first iteration of the Barbarians. As I've mentioned, won 2 German bowls, played in Germany for a while. Marburg Royals, the Rostock Griffins, Ingolstadt Dukes, but also played in Finland with the Huskies, the Hämeenlinna Huskies. I mentioned them before already. Arkadi and Ruben played it there together. Also played in the Karlstad Crusaders in Sweden, where he won an 8th title in a row for that franchise.
Like the Bayern Munich of the American football team.
Yeah, something like that. And a Ghent native, started his career, like I said, with the Ghent Gators. He did also score the very last Barbarian touchdown before today. So the very last touchdown ever made by a Barbarian was by Ruben de Ruyter.
Yeah. You can see who did the research here.
And I was also, we saw Van Koppenollen. He had that one start in his career. And that career start was versus Israel in Jerusalem. Ooh. The Barbarians played in Jerusalem. Something they will not
see
do.
that in the foreseeable future, right?
They won't be doing that. And at that point, Ruben de Ruyter was also the MVP of the game because he had a receiving touchdown and a 40-yard pick six. Oh. So he's playing both sides of the ball as he does now. So that's the type of player he is. He can play both sides and be impactful on both sides of the ball. And he did score a touchdown versus the Dutch Lions as well in 2018.
So there is a Belgian national team that can beat Israel.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. Well, I mentioned it on my socials before. I mean, this team wanted to play. Mm-hmm. So we didn't see that from from our soccer national team. They didn't really want to play.
No.
It appeared it. So this is a bit more fun for us.
A question, Laurens. At quarterback, we see Warren Congolo playing at the NFL Academy, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. I know he was a Black Angel, but I saw it on our play sheet here as well. NFL Academy player. But I don't really have much more than that. No, what I do know is that there's a Dutch Lion also with an NFL Academy, Arthur de Bochy, who's not on the play sheet today. Kind of surprised me, but maybe there is an injury or just not available. This is a friendly game.
Yeah, there we go. If you play for the NFL Academy, you want to avoid injury.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if he played last week, for example, but Arthur de Bochy, Dutchman, did commit to Boise State.
Oh, the blue field.
The blue field that
Terrible.
has a Heisman candidate now in Aston Ginty at the running back position. Truly a Michael Myers type running back.
Michael Myers.
Well, if you've ever seen him play, did you see him? You never seen the stands?
I've seen Michael Myers in the Halloween.
Yeah, you've seen. So he stands up really like he has this very like stiff standing up pose where he's just really stiff. Well, Aston Ginty has been doing that as a running back. So usually you have these running backs like leaning down. Ginty is just standing up, just like. Really like looking like Michael Myers almost, and that's why I said like a Michael Myers type running back.
Very original. Player is still down, it seems.
Yeah, Dirk is wondering who is down, but we're not sure. That's why we're talking a little bit about different things. Hopefully, we'll see something soon.
We saw the stretcher coming on, so it looks to be
it's not going to be
quite a serious injury here. Leg injury, probably.
Yeah, remember a couple months ago we were sitting here as well. I think it was in this Well, it had to be in the spring somewhere. And we did have the ambulance come twice in in a game.
Yeah.
And driving up and down the field twice. First for Ron Tambara, the Castel Nitro's French quarterback, who was there for almost just a couple days. He already got injured on his ankle and had to be taken away by ambulance, and then almost like 20 minutes later someone else got injured and the ambulance had to come back.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit of a strange situation to see.
Well, wasn't that the QB2 as well? Because ever since
think
then,
so, yeah.
Ewout Nuit has played quarterback.
Yep, and then we have Ewout Nuitens, the tank, playing.
Absolute legend around here and in
Yeah.
American football in Belgium ever since he played quarterback for his own team.
Yep, just try and look up the clips because it's awesome. It's like a freight train just running down. There's a Belgian freight train, but he's playing in the CFL Canada. Thibaut de Bailly, that's his nickname, the Belgian freight train. And people are trying to stay warm on the field. It's not easy.
No.
We know everything about that.
But at least we have coats on, so
Yeah,
we're in a little bit more of a luxury position than the players, but
they're gonna have to bring out the good old
blankets?
coat. Yeah, like the coats in the past you saw in the NFL. Trying to remember the Jets quarterback Joe Namath, was it? Who had that with the animals? I forget how. The Pelsen frak. I couldn't say.
A mink coat.
Mink coat. That's what.
Pelsen frak. Remember that
Dutch
word at home.
Yeah, that was some Dutch.
Valerie de Jonker saying Warren Congolo and Jules Bourron played in the NFL Academy. Yeah, Jules Bourron opened the doors for other players, it seems. So good to see evolution.
Especially at the quarterback, because Jules Bourron is also a quarterback, and his father is the head coach of this Belgian Barbarians team.
Yeah.
We didn't mention that before. And Jules is now going to play college football in Canada, I think.
So the player who got injured was Dominique Dalouse.
Yep.
Defensive lineman of the Dutch Lions. Sadly, we've seen the last of him today. We'll get treatment under the tent there. But this game just goes on. So still third down for the Dutch Lions. Will they go again for the run with Sidney Kunst, or will Jasper Nijland take a risk here?
Yep. Have that 3-by-1 set again at the receivers.
Trips on the right. One receiver on the left side, and here's a pass. Is that caught? If that is caught, that should be enough for the first down. But
That's the first down.
Yep. Didn't hit the ground, so first down Lions after the injury for Dominique Dalouse.
Sylvan Bartels with the catch.
And Jonathan Naert said the second ambulance here was for outside linebacker Jonathan. Valerie again with information about Jules. Yeah, he's playing in Canada. Yeah, the Cougars with the Chicoutimi. That's a tongue twister for you.
Chicoutimi, Quebec.
Yeah. And that should be enough again for the Dutch Lions. Pass on the first down.
Yeah, Marienburg again.
Moving the sticks here, the Lions. Still 7-7. It's been a while since they've seen the offensive side of the field, let's call it. First down. And short pass from Nijland.
Oh, taking up a few yards again.
Korte paas naar de outside receiver. Wordt gevallen. 5 jaar geleden. Het tweede voorjaar mee.
Yeah, players are trying to stay warm. Even if they're not quarterbacks, they're throwing the ball around here. And second and about 4 yards. Handoff again. Grinding, grinding. And maybe picks up about a yard. Lions sticking with the run.
Yep. Good solid drive here. Picking up a few first downs and yards every time they touch the ball.
I'm gonna try it again. Chicoutimi.
Chicoutimi.
Chicoutimi Cougar. Someone's asking, how's the wind? I think you can hear it through our microphone, so no explanation needed. Yeah. Third and short. Again, the run, and that will not be enough. Loses about half a yard, I think.
Nope, that looked like Robert Peters.
Our very own Robert Peters of American Football Community Belgium.
Yep, an editor for our community, American Football Belgium. American football.
Yeah, you're freezing already.
Yeah.
Visit us on Instagram, Facebook, you listen to our podcast, go to our TikTok, go to our YouTube channel. We're about everywhere.
Yep.
Like and subscribe, as they say.
Before we turn into the guy from The Shining at the end of the game.
minus the will to kill people.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Let's wait. Okay. Timeout. Timeout called on fourth down, on fourth and short. And Valerie de Jonker is wishing a good recovery to the Dutch Lions player injured. That was Dominique Dallouz, an offensive lineman, still getting treatment on behind the end zone there. And we'll see the thermal blanket being put on him, so I think the ambulance might be needed there.
Yep, there's a little bit of traffic jam behind us, and that's been going on for the entire day. So hopefully,
can we make them honk? Let's try. Or they're just slowing down to watch the game.
Yeah, or us maybe.
Or us, yeah. Who are those poor suckers sitting in the stands there? Fourth down, fourth and short. In a shotgun.
Fanny is coming.
And
that's not gonna get there.
No, he's not gonna get there. Turnover on downs, but there's a flag being thrown.
Yeah, Fanny stepping up from the linebacker position. You can see him coming early to block.
Leslie Wallace is saying, in Canada we say, Chicoutimi. Chicoutimi. Chicoutimi Cougars. So, that's what we learned today. Well, what did we learn today? Chicoutimi. Sounds like a sentence.
Yep, and that's going to be a first down for the Lions.
Face mask.
Face mask.
It's a personal foul. And a gift with a bow wrapped around it for the Dutch Lions on fourth and short because he didn't get there. 15 yards and a first down. So back to stretch for the Belgian defense. Made a play on that fourth and short. Nederland with Kunst behind him. Pitch. No. Yeah. Picks up a couple. Picks up maybe two. He's not the tallest of players, but that makes him very nimble.
Yeah. If the end is tackling him, you're not able to see him.
He just runs beneath you, underneath your armpit. I think we're nearing halftime here. Second and about 7 yards. Lions are knocking on the door of the red zone, and Nederland is going to go deep, and it has got touchdown.
Merrienburg.
Merrienburg.
Yep, that was A long touchdown.
Yeah, wide open.
Wide open, right?
And let's see, we can watch the replay here. Yeah, wide open. Busted coverage, as they say.
Yep, and you can see Frederik Casteels pointing, so I think something went wrong in passing him to the next
Misunderstanding.
player. Yep, Frederik Casteels, 38 years old, but still going, very experienced player. Played for...
Extra point.
Is good.
I'm not going to say anything, but there's a flag. Went through, but the flag was thrown in the end zone. It's probably against the Barbarians, so they should decline that penalty. But let's wait here. It was number 22, Xavier Simon, who was jumping up and down to distract Mas Provost. But I think it was against the Belgian Barbarians. Declined. Penalty declined. So, extra point is good. 14-7, Dutch Lions.
Yep. And yeah, that was a good drive, a very good drive for the Dutch Lions, because they were just picking up yards and first downs, and then being able to finish it off with a good touchdown.
Yeah, but the face mask penalty on 4th and short by the Belgian Barbarians just killed it.
Yep, absolutely.
That's going to cost you 7 points.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So, let's see if the Barbarians can strike back, because they did on the first play of scrimmage last time. The Dutch scored a touchdown. I'm all for it.
Yeah, Van der Schelden and Zabrodin.
Zabrodin.
In the backfield. Not in the backfield, but ready to return the kick.
Provost gonna kick the ball against the wind, or in the wind. Let's see where this goes.
Bit of a squib kick.
Squib kick will be returned for about the order 4.
Yeah, not a bad
Quentin van der Schelden, I think.
For Van der Schelden, Tigers player. Always playing that backfield, Van der Schelden on one side, and then on the other side, Abdelawi. When you watch the Tigers playing that two running back system a lot.
So if you're in the comments and you see the name Steven Willems, that is the person responsible for the direction here, for the cameras, for the technique. So might as well give a shout out to Steven if you're in the comments. First down. Oh, that's a high snap for Thomas First. He's still going to pass the ball, and that will be incomplete, but there was contact, but no flag.
Gernio was the intended receiver for the Coal Miners.
From Charleroi. I think that's one of those teams that didn't have to think long and hard for a team name.
Yeah.
Oh,
and another receiver is down, and I think that was Gernio. Yeah. He
was limping to the sidelines, but then decided to sit down to get the medical timeout, I think.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So the offense has a little bit more time.
Yep, the Ruiter coming in again.
It's a tactical injury. Just sitting down, still inbounds. That's what the soccer players do as well, just to gain some time. There we go. Someone is saying, great job, Steven.
Absolutely.
Crusader number 50. So that's probably someone who played for Amsterdam or is playing for Amsterdam.
Yeah, and a good time maybe to try and name all the offensive linemen. Something we always try to do. We
go ahead.
Gillian Lombard. We have Louis Tals on the field as well. Thomas Heller. And then I'm short of 2 names, and I think that's Stasens as well. And then we have 1 name still to go. I'm thinking who I'm missing.
Darren Wonky.
Darren Wonky. That's going. That should be Darren Wonky.
He's being listed as a player for the shotguns.
He's the center usually, but I'm looking on my feet.
He's still listed as as an offensive lineman, so...
Okay, then I'm right.
There's the pitch. And that should be enough. That was Arkadi Meerschout with the solid run.
Yeah, but it's 65, so it was one good. Again, one of those guys that was a part of the first Barbarian iteration.
Oh, but there's a flag, and that will be against Belgium. That's a hold. Barbarians are shooting themselves in the foot with these penalties.
Absolutely.
Both on their previous drive as the last drive of the Lions that resulted in a touchdown, and now...
I think this...
2-minute
white cap, yeah, the 2-minute warning.
René is in the comments. That's Crusader number 50, René Barends. Welcome, René. Hope you're enjoying the game. Hope you're warm and cozy. So that's second and about forever for Thomas First. Of course, he's going to pass it now. He's going to run for it. There's a broken play, still passing the ball.
That was the best thing he could have done, or that could have happened. Because that's not going to take any yards off
No.
the clock. And then you see Fierce just sprinting to the sideline on the other side because he has to get the play in.
Yeah. Play clock just stays as it is.
Yep,
If
because the ball hit the ground.
Yep. Speakers or no speakers in your helmet, the play clock is the same for everyone.
Yeah, no green dots here.
No. A third and still forever for Fierce. There's the first flag. And that's a pass tipped and intercepted by the Lions. And that will be returned by number 4. That's Rudion.
Yeah, yeah.
But there was a flag. Tipped and intercepted, but let's wait.
It was Dalmot trying to catch the ball, and then Enrique catching it. Yeah, and there's a reason why we said his name. That's why. He always seems to be around the ball and around the big play.
Let's watch the white cap here. That's a decline penalty by the Dutch Lions.
Yep.
So, first down, Lions inside Barbarian territory.
Yep, that's Lions offense coming on the field. And so we have De Ruiter just staying on the field.
And the Macarena in the background.
A little bit of a funny moment, just staying on the field while they change offense to defense on the other side of the ball, or the other way around, defense to offense. De Ruiter just staying on the field, playing safety.
First down for the Lions. Can they expand the lead here? 14-7 for the Dutch Lions. Handing it off to Kunst. And sprinting down the middle, picking up picking up the first. Let's not forget we're inside a 2-minute warning.
Yep, so they're in a hurry.
Yeah, that was a run play, so the clock just keeps ticking.
Yep, no running to the sideline now.
New first down, and Nederland is going to go for the end zone. Nope, not going to go to the sideline. He tackled out of bounds.
Smart play to run to the throw to the outside and have the clock be stopped. That's why Nederland is just a very good quarterback. He just knows these type of stuff.
Experienced.
Yeah, experienced.
A veteran.
As they come. They have a good backup in Isaiah Trouwelen, but Nederland, just the normal choice.
Handing it off to Kunst. Trying to go down the middle, but going for that first down.
Maybe the first down. while the kicker on the sideline is warming up already.
Yeah, they're going to go for the points. If Nederland doesn't get the ball in the end zone right now, they're going to go for the points with the kicker, with Mas Provost. But it's a new set of downs for the Lions. Can the Barbarians hold? Can they keep the point differential at 7 before halftime? And a timeout will be called by the Barbarians.
For the Barbarians.
We're almost at 300 people watching, so we're very happy with those numbers.
It's a good crowd at home. There's a
good crowd
solid
here.
crowd as well here. Even with the near near zero temperatures. It's not freezing, but it feels like it's freezing.
Sorry, I'm laughing, but because our Swiss Army knife, Steven, is having troubles with
Balance.
balance and with the cold giving him some issues.
So still a first down after that timeout taken by the Barbarians. Kunst next to Nederland. See what they do. Nederland dropping back, going for the pass, passing it to Kunst. Is Kunst gonna get in the end zone? Is just tackled just shy of the end zone.
There with the tackle, very important tackle.
Now they're in a hurry up. Let's see. Hand off to Kunst would be the logical thing to do here.
Oh, they're gonna keep it.
He's gonna keep it, throwing it. Tipped, incomplete, and no flags on the play. It's gonna be a third down.
Kevin Joosten, the intended target, but the breakup by number 22 at the Belgian Barbarians. Simon Xavier.
And a third down.
He's also a kicker and punter.
Yeah, first half is not over yet. Will the Dutch Lions expand their lead to, what is it, 20 or 21 after the supposed extra point? Wind is picking up here. Nederland dropping back to pass. Passing it. Was passing it to Kunst.
Yeah, they were trying to do a little bit of the same thing as they did before. Because they had three Barbarians unblocked, just running towards Nederland.
And they're
which is
going to go
designed, but they're going to go for the kick.
Yeah, going to go for the points. Difficult circumstances here. Mas Provost lining himself up. And I think there will be 12 players on the field.
Yeah,
by the Barbarians.
many men.
Should be interesting. Still no call. It's a Belgian penalty against the Barbarians. Probably 12 men on the field, because I saw players sprinting off the field and the flag was being thrown while they were still on the field.
Still going for the kick.
Short kick for the Lions here, but these windy conditions, and that will be good. 17-7.
Down the middle.
Lions. We're gonna probably go to the half with this score, or if the Belgian Barbarians can still force a score here before halftime.
Yep. The only thing you can do is now, if you're the Barbarians, is be very aggressive. Doesn't really matter even if you throw a pick.
As long as they don't return it. for for a touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely. Just don't throw a pick six. Pick six, of course. And not dropping this kick, of course, but to experienced kick returners in the backfield. So,
But an experienced kicker as well, so he might as well
Prévost,
pin him down.
experienced, yeah.
Just kick to the a kick to the sidelines, maybe. Let's see what he does over. Oh, down the middle. And I think that is Zabroda picking it up. Yeah, almost had some daylight in front of it.
Yeah, Zabrodin just running through an arm tackle. That's just Zabrodin things.
Yeah. Do they still have timeouts? Because I don't think so. Clouds are gathering here in Isegem. Wind is picking up. Let's hope it stays dry. Because otherwise we're screwed. So, still in the first half, Barbarians in possession. Maybe trying to be very aggressive here. Yep, Fürst is gonna drop back, gonna go deep with the ball. Looking, throwing. Oh, and that was through the fingertips of Hernio.
Hernio back on the field, but just close. Blew by his
I think it went through his
defender.
hands.
Yeah, it went through his hands.
Let's see here.
And that's half.
Yeah. Let's see. Pass by Fürst.
Yeah,
through the hands.
Yeah, and it was a good play because that wasn't his intended route. I think he decided to go deep. He saw something.
Yeah, yeah.
But just bad. But
so yeah,
halftime.
Halftime here in Isegem. Score 17-7 in favor of the Dutch Lions. I don't if there's a halftime show.
I don't know if
I don't know. Okay,
it's not going to be like Kendrick Lamar or something. That's not going to happen. But maybe there we'll see something. I don't know.
Local.
Yeah, maybe.
So we're gonna get some coffee or some hot cocoa Loudons, and halftime will last about 15 minutes. And we hope you will be back for the second half, the Dutch Lions versus the Belgian Barbarians. So we're back in Isegem, back in the windy, freezing, rainy Isegem, home of the Kasteel Nitros and the Isegem tribes here for the game between the Dutch Lions and the Belgian Barbarians. The Dutch are leading the Barbarians by 10 points after a late touchdown. And we'll see what the Belgians can do in the second half. Belgians about to kick off. There we go, kicking in the wind. I have to say that it started raining here in Isegem, so that will surely be a factor.
Yeah, and Rudion Henrique with the return here.
And they're yes, René is saying it looks cold in Isegem. Yeah, it is. And Rashidi is saying I'm cold by just watching them play.
Yep, and Peter de Stoop is wishing us warmth.
Yeah.
Someone we know very well, Peter.
Peter, weekly listener of our weekly podcast of American Football Community Belgium.
Every time we go live, we see that name pop up as one of the first ones.
Yeah. Sure to like and subscribe this stream as well. Pass by Nederland, but the flag was thrown even before Nederland had the chance to throw that ball. So that will go back, and the Dutch will probably be going backwards. Yeah, a false start on the Lions. 5 yards. And still first. First and 15.
Yeah, and we've seen a good game so far. Some big plays. Some good football. So hopefully that will continue.
Dropping back Nederland. Deep. So found his guy. Is that Kunst?
Yep.
But there's a flag on the far side of the field. And he threw that flag way up. So if you hear a helicopter in the background, that is not for a medical emergency. Don't think we have the budget here. Dennis B is asking to say hi to his mom.
Sure.
Sure, Dennis. Who's your mom? Again, a penalty against the Lions.
There's this famous clip of an NBA player, former NBA player, who they're filming him, and they're yelling at him. Mm-hmm. Hey, can you do or can you say hi to my mom? It's like filming him while he's saying that, you know, just trying to mess with him, and he just goes, "No, I'll just call her." So that type of.
So first and 20 now. Just had 10 yards of penalty tacked on their first drive, and the Barbarians are there.
Good play by the defense there. Mich van der Kerkhoff with the tackle. GFL player for a long time.
Amos Laoe is saying there's no such thing as bad weather, there's only bad clothing. He has a point, but I left some warmer socks about now.
Yeah, and Amos is a little bit bigger than us as well. Lineman, I think. Offensive lineman, I think.
You're starting to be delirious, Laurens. The cold is going to get to you.
No, but Amos is a lineman. I think he's an offensive lineman. Was invited to NFL combine.
Ooh, pass by Nederland and caught
combine.
On second and long.
Yep.
Only 5 yards to cover now. Is there laundry on the field? Yep. No, that was the ball. Something flying through the air, but it was the ball.
You can put that in the washing machine if you want to, but.
Dennis B, wouldn't you like to know, he says, when I asked him who was his mom. But yeah, I had to tell him his mom hello, so I have to know it. 3rd and 5 for the Lions, negating their penalty yards.
From 8.
Handing it off to Gunst. Grinding and getting the first down and a little bit more.
Yeah, another flag on the field as well.
First down for the New York.
Flags killed the Barbarians in the first half. Let's see if the Lions are doing the same now. Let's see what the Whitecap says. Holding against the Lions again.
Yeah, that's costly. Yep.
So,
it's replaying the down.
Yep. 3rd and 15. they're playing Sweet Caroline here in Isegem. They're trying to like recreate the NFL Europe anthem.
And Amos is confirming he's an offensive lineman.
Ah,
So.
there we go. So Amos, I hope you're somewhere warm or warmer. 3rd and 15. And Nederland is gonna go deep and drop pass by 81. Burken. Joshua Burken. Dart thrown by Nederland, but it's windy, it's cold, and the hands are getting cold probably as well. That was, but I think that pass was on the numbers. He took a copy out of the book of who was the Ravens receiver last week who dropped the I think
Flowers.
Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
Dropped a pretty easy pass, and a 4th down, a punt. That's a good one by the Lions. It'll go out of bounds at the 9-yard line. That's an excellent punt.
Every time I see Zay Flowers, I have to think about him FaceTiming Odell Beckham Jr. while I was standing next to him in Kansas City, while he was just being drafted by the Baltimore Ravens. He was FaceTiming OBJ, who was still at the time a Baltimore Raven, and Zay Flowers was wearing like that same color of Raven. In like his suit was the same color of like a Baltimore Raven, so I always remembered that side of him, just being very small as well, not a big guy.
So, first down, Barbarians. First, looking for a receiver, finding one.
Yep, and that's Zabrodin. First time I think we see him on offense.
Yeah.
Bouncing off in the tackle. That's
Picking
gonna
up
happen.
about 5, I think, but I thought they were moving backwards because of a penalty, but not the case. But picking up a couple, so that's 2nd and about 8 yards for the Barbarians. Oh, high snap for First, but
Zabrodin.
Zabrodin picking
Careful
it up.
there. Always very careful. Very important there to keep ball security, because that could go horribly wrong that close to your own end zone. But 3rd down for the Barbarians.
So during halftime, we found out that that the head coach of the Dutch Lions has NFL experience. Apparently, coached with the New York Jets somewhere in the 2010-ish area. That's probably the Rex Ryan era of the New York Jets, and almost got a bit chippy there on the field, probably outside of your frame. Punting unit coming on the field for the Barbarians. not being able to move the ball after that excellent punt by Provost.
Yeah, was a coach with the ELF team Leipzig Kings as well, GFL coach, and with the Giants and Jets in 2005 and 2006 and 2015.
Blasphemy! Both. And that ball gets a nasty bounce back for the Barbarians, and that will put the Lions, the Dutch Lions, back in excellent field position to start their second drive of the second half.
Yeah, to finish that Fred Armstrong story, the head coach of the Dutch Lions, he was involved with the running backs, receivers and tight ends in his time in the NFL, so that will be his specialty.
Probably that's because probably why he likes Kunst that much.
Yep.
Kunst getting a lot of the snaps, the offensive snaps here today. And a short pass, incomplete by Nijland. And Heather H. is watching from West Virginia, USA. Let's go Barbarians. We'll be in West Virginia next week. Jens, Alexis, both editors for American Football Community Belgium as well. And me, we're heading to the States next week, going to Ohio, all of the tropical places, Ohio, Georgia, West Virginia.
That's really all the good places, right?
Tennessee.
You're basically going from across the pond to get the exact same weather, basically.
Yeah, probably. That's why I bought this nice warm coat today. So a second down and a run again by Sidney Kunst, evading the tackle, but flags on the field. 2 flags, 3 flags. It's taking a while for the play to be called. But they're moving the ball backwards, so it's against the Lions. Lions are picking up a lot of flags here in the second half.
That's a second and very long now.
Yeah.
Always an interesting play call. What are you going to do when you're second and forever?
Yeah. Nijland handing it off for the run down the middle. Maybe 4 yards. Speaking of Sidney Kunst again with the run.
Yep. In the first few drives we saw Yamaro Vanes, but ever since like the third drive, I don't think we've seen anybody else but Kunst carrying the ball.
As we say in Dutch, die heeft zijn boterhammetjes gegeten vandaag.
We're not going to be able to translate that properly, I think, but he hasn't eaten his sandwiches.
So, third and still about 15 yards to go for Nijland. It's going to go deep to the end zone. Incomplete through the hands of the intended receiver. And that has to be number 87. I think that's Merriamburg.
Yeah, player for the Cologne Centurions, tight end for the ELF franchise. Played in Zurich as well. Also an experienced player outside of the Netherlands. There's a few players like that. When it comes to international experience, it's pretty clear the Netherlands have more those types of players. More players playing in Belgium at the Barbarian side, playing in the homeland. Only like a couple, like 4 or 5. They're going to go for the field goal in this type of weather.
Why not? Because the wind is in Provost's back. He can make a 70-yarder if he wants to with this wind. Let's see. That ball is up, and short. No good. Field goal. So, Barbarians will start at about half, at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, it was worth a try. Couldn't really blame him for that. Yeah, Barbarians still, it's a two-score game.
Yeah.
But one big play away, basically, from making this a very interesting game again. It still is. It's a two-score, but, you know, a field goal and a touchdown, so nothing too crazy.
It's closer than you might think.
Absolutely.
First down, Barbarians. First, the pass. And almost the defender, the Dutch line defender's grabbing his helmet like, I could have had that one.
Yeah, Alexander Dalmot for the Turtles.
Defended by Ugwuzor. Ugwuzor, let's hope I pronounced that correctly. And the rain is picking up here in Izegem. Let's hope you don't hear it through the microphones, because it's hitting the tarp of our tent here. Is that Sabrodin getting the ball, but immediately getting swallowed by the Dutch defenders.
Yeah, and interesting, we haven't seen Arkady in the second half, I think. Not entirely sure if there is just, you know, if that's just a coaching decision. This is a friendly game, let's not forget that, so they might be just testing things out and giving David his deserved playing time. That might be the reason why we now see Sabrodin a little bit more.
Tim de Valk asking for a shout out for Loic Neveu because it's first starting cap for Belgium. There we go. And here's the shout out. Pass by First. I see two flags on the play. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, I wonder if we had that cap system, who would have the most caps for Belgium. I think there's a couple that played in almost every single game. Thomas First, not to say the least, but he did miss that one game. So, don't know, maybe someone like Nick van Hey will probably be there.
That could
as well.
very well be, yes. And penalty in favor of the Belgian Barbarians. Moving the ball. Third and about 6 yards probably. Fish looking to pass, but not finding anyone. Now he's going to go for it. Scrambling, passing. That was to Hernio.
Yeah, good move by Fiers by getting away from that pressure, stepping up twice. First stepping up and then moving away from his pocket. And throwing on the run, but no catch. So make it a third down.
There was light rain predicted.
It's heavy.
Drops are big, and combined with the wind here, these players will.
Let's just be. It's a fourth down. Thought it was a third down. Well, let's be honest. If you want to have a derby between Belgium and the Netherlands, you have to have rain.
Yeah, you have to have terrible weather.
You have to have bad weather.
Absolutely.
It doesn't make any sense to have like 30 degrees weather.
Punt for the Barbarians, and
Good punt again.
This is a good one. Gets a good bounce, and will stay inbounds. It's about the 19-yard line.
Kevin van der Wielen with the pickup. Yeah, they're playing Waka Waka for Africa here. It's not really the African weather.
No, but it's
or
good.
Maybe in mousson season, but
It's good to move a little bit. To
yeah,
shake.
that's probably why they do it, to get the fans moving a little bit.
So 1st and 10 here for the Dutch Lions, still leading by 10. Let's see how the weather is impacting the play here. Nederland handing it off to it seems. Yeah, wind and rain are picking up here. So I think we won't be seeing any major passes here. If not, if so, it's just to keep his arm warm, I think.
Yeah, you're still gonna have to pass sometimes.
Yeah. But if they keep running the ball, this game will be over faster than we think.
Yep. They might want to.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Maybe they want it to be that way. But
Again, the run.
going through the middle this time. I've noticed they've tried an inside run a little bit more in the second half. Maybe that was somewhat of a coaching point.
Third down for the Lions. Again with the run, sticking with that run and grinding for that first down. Looks to be enough. Yeah, chains are moving. First down, Lions. Now a drive without a penalty. And first down, Lions. Again, the same formation with Nederland.
Oh.
Flag.
We do that.
And they're moving backwards. So I just told you that they're having a drive without a penalty, then there's the flag. Roland de Koning is saying the O-line, the running back cannot do it alone. No, that's where you're right, Roland.
Yeah.
He's going to be out of breath at some point.
Yeah, when it's raining, it's tough to find your footing as well. So as an offensive lineman, that makes your job even harder.
And again, a handoff. Again, the run. And let's see, about 4 yards.
Yeah, that's a good pickup if you're in first and forever. Now you're in a normal sort of down.
Second and about
Medium.
5.
Yeah. That opens your playbook.
Oh. What's new? A running play.
Yeah.
But getting smoked immediately.
Michel van der Kerkhoff with a good tackle for loss.
I think that was number 2, Tommy Kodir, with the tackle.
Tommy Kodir?
Yeah.
No.
I thought it was number 2. 2?
Well, there's two numbers, 2 on our play sheet, but that's not going to be correct, I think, because Tommy Kodir is a quarterback, and it's Michel van der Kerkhoff, number 2.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some mix-up on the play
deep
sheet.
ball by Nederland and getting caught. So the first deep pass immediately caught. He set it down. Lions.
Yeah, Joel van Gelder, a tight end. Tight ends have been working.
But they're not moving. So, a penalty against the Dutch Lions, which moves them backwards instead of 30 or 40 yards the other direction.
Yeah, this is going to make that third down a lot harder again. 15 yards back. That's a whole lot to cover now.
There we go. It's third and, let's say, 25. Well, what's new? Run play.
Inside run, once again. Yep.
Keeps the clock running.
Lions have noticed the Belgian Barbarians defense is really good at setting the edges, so getting outside runs wasn't really working. It's clear they're trying to get it inside a little bit more.
And Emeritus is saying shout out to Vincenzo Klaas standing next to you guys. He says it's cold. Well, I don't see any Vincenzo here next to us, so it's maybe on the sidelines. And there's they have a problem with the snap, but still gets it on, still gets it. And that's being touched. That ball is touched.
Oh, for sure.
And the Barbarians have it. Seem to have it. Yeah, they had problems with the snap there, but got it off.
Wasim Zamet with the play at the end. A BBA player, Brussels Black Angels.
They're playing It's Raining Men. Are they doing that on purpose? That DJ here has a sense of humor, that's for sure. Someone's leaving the field without a helmet?
That's pretty full. That's the kicker, so don't exactly know what's going on right now.
Yeah, there's still 2 flags on the plate, or on the field. Alessio Geraldo is asking, are you the guys from AFC Belgium? Yes, we are, Alessio. Thanks for watching. I think we've called your name several times when announcing these games, or the BNL games, for that matter. And there's, I think that's. Is this maybe already the end of the third? No. Running into the kicker penalty.
And that's gonna cost you.
Yeah, it's gonna give him a fresh set of downs probably. But there's still a little bit of confusion on the field. Still can't believe they're playing It's Raining Men.
Well, if they play both Purple Rain after this,
Yeah.
that
So
DJ deserves a statue.
So it is the end of the third because they're switching sides.
Yep.
It's because of all the running we've seen. Still scoreless in the second half.
The game is gonna fly by now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're going to stick to the run. I think they're all cold and miserable. The flag, Roland, was running into the kicker. Alessio Geraldo saying that he loves what we're doing for European football. Thanks a lot, Alessio. We try our best, and that's why we are here up in the stands, wet, miserable, and happy that we're here. But
Yeah.
you should see us here. Trying to keep our equipment dry here. Equipment and our underwear.
I think that last one is gone already. But not entirely sure what the
Just-
entire conversation was about.
I think ball placement. Let's see. Yeah. We're in the fourth.
Eerste poging voor de touchline.
We're in the fourth with the Dutch Lions now on offense after the roughing the kicker penalty against the Belgian Barbarians. DJ is now couldn't get enough of its raining men, but so Sydney Kunst with the run, picking up a couple. We haven't seen. I think we haven't seen Jasper Nijland run today.
No.
He's sticking to handing it off, and every now and then passing the ball.
And he has wheels.
And he has
Yeah,
wheels. We
yeah.
know that he has wheels. Absolutely.
No, he's not like a true dual threat, but once he gets out of the pocket and he has to run, he can be dangerous.
But I think a lot of them are also trying to avoid injuries because the teams have started their practices for their own competition. And again, a run. Is that enough for the first down? Looks to be short. About half a yard short. Nope, they're moving the sticks. So a new set of downs for the Lions.
Ondertussen bleek het net genoeg te zijn voor de eerste poging voor de Dutch Lions.
Yep, sustaining a pretty good drive again.
The TJ is playing Thunderstruck. There's no storm here. Let's hope it stays that way, but the rain is just coming down here. So, first and 10. Handing it off. Kuntz just stood there.
Yeah,
It was
couldn't
like,
get
am I going to
anywhere.
run or just going to stay put? And then he stayed put.
Yeah, he had Marienburg tight end attached to the formation, trying to block on the right side, but couldn't really get a push against the Ruiter, I think it was. Then it's getting hard to find a spot to
And as
run
you
through.
say, it's getting hard to find your footing.
Yep.
Remember, there's still a game after this one, so the field will be wet. The field will be slippery. The semi-finals of the under 20 competition here in Belgium, that should provide for some interesting football.
Yeah, I think the chain crew was alerted that they had the wrong number. Still second down, not third.
Second and let's see, second and 10 still, or a little bit more. And Nijland going deep. And is that caught?
Diepe paas naar nummer 6.
No, incomplete. Looked to be caught, but
Hard gegooid.
Yeah, Simon Xavier, of Xavier Simon, rather, who was in coverage.
that was Barents, Sylvain Barents. Intended receiver who had some double coverage. And that stopped the clock. So
Third down.
couple of extra more minutes in the rain.
I'd go for it here.
Yeah, and Nijland's gonna go for the sideline here. Immediately got met by a
That was
Belgian
Simon
defender.
again. Yeah.
Oh,
Van de handbal en de hit combinatie met de hit. Bal voor bal. Voor de vierde poging. Voor de Dutch Lions. Vierde poging. En 12.
and a fourth down. Are they maybe gonna... No, they're punting it. The rain is blowing, and the rain and the wind is blowing in his face. Just let's see, that's a solid punt in these conditions. And immediately got caught.
Yeah, and Dirk is asking if there will be a live stream for the fifth quarter, aka chugging Belgian beers.
Maybe.
Well, maybe we can win that.
Yeah, still no points on the board in the second half here.
Yeah, the conditions probably has something to do with that.
Yeah.
A little bit of a stalemate right now in the game. Maybe time for
an explosive run here. Let's see, Thomas First with a high snap. And let's see, touchdown or safety.
That's gonna be...
That's a touchdown for the Lions after a high snap.
Just talked about it, and it wasn't Fierce, by the way. I think it was... it's gonna be probably Congolo, I think he was in at quarterback. It wasn't Fierce.
That would be a shame if that first snap would just sail over his head and result in a touchdown for the Lions here.
Yeah, and that's the type of play we needed to get warm a little bit in the second half. We were just talking about not having points, not having really big plays. Well, that's a way to get a big play.
Extra point. There's a flag on the play. I think that's good. Yeah. Extra point is good, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see what they do with it. Now the wind is really picking up here. Extra point is good.
It's getting worse and worse.
So that's 24-7 here in Isegem in favor of the Dutch Lions.
Yeah, too bad to have a bad snap right there.
Yeah.
That close to your own end zone. When you're...
you can just kick it.
Yeah, when you're a center...
If you just kick it out of bounds, then you just have 2 points. So, things are moving here.
Yep, things are very quick to move now. Wind is really picking up. We're starting to get carried by the wind.
Steven is still dry, so he's providing the technical assistance here. Or assistance, he's cameraman, director, and he's responsible for the graphics.
Yep. Steven the Octopus, as we call him.
Yeah.
Doing everything.
So kickoff for the Dutch Lions here, leading 24-7. Deep kick. And that ball just stays stuck in the mud, so you have an idea. And solid run there. Was that Sabrodin?
I'm not sure. Yep. I wasn't sure if it was a good idea to pick that ball up because it was it looked like he was
stuck in the mud.
Yeah, and not knowing, am I going to running back, am I not going to running back, and as soon as you start doubting yourself or what you're gonna do, usually that's not a good thing in football, but he was able to make something out of it.
Yeah.
He's got the speed, so that helps.
First down, Barbarians. Let's see if they can edge closer to the Lions here. Now trailing 3 possessions. And a run. Got stuffed immediately. That was
and it's number 3 we have on the field, but as we mentioned before, he's not on our play sheet. Tommy Kodir, who's also a quarterback for the
mystery quarterback.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be Congo, but I would recognize Tommy, I think. But he's wearing a Tiger's helmet, again, I think.
Yeah,
so
true. And a pitch.
Probably Tommy.
Hey. Oh, there's a flag. That's a good run, but there's a flag. So it's usually a hold in these situations. But let's wait and see. It's a hold against the Barbarians. Going back. Losing terrain here. Not what they wanted. But that was a solid run by Meerschout.
Yep, he's back in, but now he's back out.
Yeah.
Put Zabrodin in again.
Second and quite the distance here for the Belgians. And a pass to the sideline, but defended by the Dutch Lions.
Yep. Took a little bit too long for the pass to hit the receiver.
Now, number 3 is our mystery quarterback.
Yeah, and for people in the comments asking who's number 2 for the Dutch Lions, that's Floris Akova. Also a GFL player.
Third and forever. And
there's
that's
some
delay
defensive
again.
line. Yep, defensive line issues now. The last few players for the Barbarians. Yep, and someone in the comments also is mentioning the fact that it's number 3 is the Tigers QB.
That's Godet.
Yep, that's Tommy Codir. Seen him play in the BNL.
You see, it's starting to get difficult to even throw the ball, because it's soaking wet. And
Yeah, imagine you've been on the sideline the entire time.
yeah,
You're standing still, now you have to come in. That's not an easy thing to do
no.
in this weather.
And you can see by the way the ball is moving when it's on the ground. The
Yeah.
field is getting really sloppy.
Yeah, I'm just interested about this quarterback situation. This is a friendly game, so this is the reason why Tommy Kadir now is playing. But I wonder if for the Dutch Lions we'll see Isaiah Trouwloon, who's the backup QB for the Dutch Lions.
Yeah, because they have a decent lead now.
Yeah, and good player as well. Trouwloon plays for the Düsseldorf Panthers. So we might see him.
Nederland staying warm on the sidelines here, throwing the ball back and forth. Still a lot of yards to go for the Belgians here. Arkadi picking up about 5.
Yeah, they're
5 to 6 yards.
switching him in and out now with Zabrodin.
Sticking with the run here, and first and more, and got tripped
Yeah,
by a
that was-
defender, and he had some space.
Yeah, that was a good run once again for Arkadi and the Barbarians. Now, I am wondering, watching this offense, and I'm not entirely sure why he's not here today. Might be injury, might be something else. Again, this is friendly, so not the most important game for the Barbarians, but Thomas Bouron. He's a receiver for the Black Angels. Very important part of first part of the Belgian Barbarians last time. While we see a run by Arkadi again, picks up 2 yards. He's not here today, but I think if he were here, we would have noticed. Because he's a very good player. He's not on our play sheet, so we know he wasn't here today. But yeah, he's one of those players I think we'll see in the future. He's part of the roster, not of the game day roster today. Maybe he had something else going, but probably hope for him to be a big part of the offense in upcoming games.
2nd and 8. Sticking with the run. Gadi not moving vertically.
Yep, they put Abdelawi in as a blocker. That's his strength. With Kodir, his quarterback from the Tigers. Still Arkadi on the field in this drive.
3rd and about 10 still.
Now it's Van der Schelden. To the right of Kodir.
Looking to pass, but it gets tipped. And it is incomplete. It's caught by one of his linesmen. But he was ineligible probably.
Yes, in Latua trying to...
75 is reporting as eligible. I didn't hear that, so...
Francisco Helmer in the comments. That's also a BNL player, played for the Gators in the BNL last season. Not this season, but the season before that.
Yeah.
Cornerback.
So 4th, and they're going to go for it. Kodir passing, and what? That ball was caught, but not enough for the first down.
Yeah, good reception by Hernio.
So the offense getting back on the field, and is it still Nijland? Is coming on the field, let's see. No? No. So, no Nijland on the field. No, he's not under center. So, no. We have a different quarterback here for the Dutch Lions. And they go to the run.
C5 Gaming in the comments is asking if Dirk Voorhoeven is playing for the Dutch Lions. He is. He's wearing number 14, linebacker Dirk Voorhoeven. So if you want to watch him, you're gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
Because, and as I've said before, I was wondering whether Trouwloon was gonna get some minutes. Well, there he is, number 13 on the field right now as a Trouwloon.
Yeah, starting off with a handoff. And again, they're going to the run.
You see them trying to cut back outside, but it doesn't work. We've rarely seen an outside run work for the Dutch Lions. That means good coverage by the Barbarians, who play pretty well on defense. Because individually, you would look at the Dutch Lions and say that's a better team. But Barbarians are in this game for sure. 3-man front.
Trouwloon dropping back. First pass, almost intercepted.
Oh, Van He was very close to getting an interception.
Yeah.
That would not have been his first for the Barbarians. He had a pick six in the past for the Barbarians.
So the first drive of Trouwloon ends in a turnover on downs. Barbarians. Oh, it's a punt. Excuse me. And that is a high snap over the hands of the punter, getting clocked. And that ball is picked up, but didn't do anything with it. It's disaster for the Lions here.
Yep, that was not what you want right now.
So, and this is then a turnover on downs.
And I think that was Rino Dobbelaar, if that's 66, I think it is.
So, Interesting field position for the Barbarians here. Trailing 3 possessions, but...
Yeah, 24-7 is tough, but maybe see something new here.
Yeah. This is the point where you just open up your playbook.
Absolutely.
And let the players play who haven't seen the field yet. There's a flag, but running back just keeps grinding. But it all depends on the flag here. If they pick up the first or a new set of downs.
Running back, lekker bal, maar hoe pikt de vlag daar?
I do not envy the U20 players that have to play after.
No. And then we saw Gorek Brat go out a couple, that's a pretty long time ago by now, but he's on the field now, so
Good.
he's okay.
That's good to see. A 2nd and 20. And a handoff to Arkady, but gets stopped immediately.
that's
A
what
flag.
that's a little bit what you get. Yeah,
and
that's
there's that chippiness.
Yeah.
And I think Arkady is gonna get that one, and will
yeah, that's not the first time we've seen that.
be.
Yeah.
I think that was a punch that he will be ejected. Why would you do that? Because I think he had the flag.
Yeah,
But I think the flag was on a line. And then there was some chippiness, and
Yeah,
then
he prob-
Arkady reacted.
yeah, you probably want to keep him out of the game now. This is a friendly, so why keep him in now
Yeah.
if you know that you're gonna get a little bit of trouble? He does appear to come back on the field, but if I'm the coach, maybe
Yeah, let's see what the flag is
Yeah.
now, because there were several.
yeah, from different sides as well of that fight. So I think that's one of the harder things to find out if you're
If you're an official.
yeah, if you're an official trying to figure out what happened and who did it or what you're gonna find. He is riding, so that's gonna be a personal foul.
Yeah. I wonder if he has a pen or a pencil in this weather. This one of those weatherproof booklets.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna write with like ink or something. That's not gonna work really well.
So, this is going to be an interesting call. Both teams are heading to the sidelines, interestingly enough. Offsetting. Yeah. There we go. Offsetting. All offsetting.
Yep,
First down.
and that's a first down. Fred Armstrong coming on the field and asking something. Oh, he didn't really hear it.
But where will the ball be placed? Let's see. Because the chain crew is still on their original position.
Yeah, they're still in the same spot. If they offset everything,
This will be a
the same
first
thing. Yeah,
down for the Barbarians. But there's
it-
going to be a second one. A second down. So, yeah, all of these penalties are offset. So, yeah, second down.
I'm not entirely
Second.
sure that's okay. I think it has to be first.
If they're
Apparently.
offsetting penalties. No. If they're offsetting, nothing happens.
That's Zabruddin.
It's probably because Arkady is just got the best of him in the last
Yeah.
play. That's why David is in.
Yeah, we just want to keep things calm now. Keep him calm. There's no need to make things.
Yeah. Let's keep it chill.
Yeah. Oh God, he knows probably as well.
a third down, third and long for the Barbarians. Might as well just, if this one doesn't make it, just kick it. Going deep ball to the end zone. Is that called? No. I don't see any celebration here.
Oh, that's
but
a
it is
touchdown.
caught! And is that a touchdown? Yes, it is!
Hernio. My goodness.
Hernio in the worst conditions.
That dropped really in his lap. Absolutely.
Made the play and an
Yeah,
excellent
that's
pass, Michael D.
Hell of a throw. Hell of a catch.
You might want to watch this again. The conditions here are absolutely terrible for a passing play. But somehow, the Tigers quarterback got it done.
Yeah, absolutely. This has to give him confidence.
The extra point here on this field is no given.
Yep, Adrian Godichal will kick it.
And
That's
it's good.
Through. Which,
14 points for the Barbarians, so we
Yep.
have 24.
two-score game.
Score game. And somehow it just gets worse. The weather just gets worse here.
But we've seen two good touchdowns now.
Yeah.
Seen the high snap touchdown basically from the Dutch Lions on defense. Defensive touchdown, and now this is a really a good play. We've seen two touchdowns by the Barbarians, two good touchdowns. I mean, we had one hell of a play by Arkadi, and now this touchdown, passing touchdown by Kodir. Also very nicely done by Jerno.
I wonder how much time there is still on the clock here. We'll tell you if we see the signal for the 2-minute warning.
Enrique is back there by himself, trying to return this punt.
Kickoff.
Yeah, kickoff, yeah.
Got the shell with the kickoff. Oh. And
Squibbing it.
onside kick.
Yeah.
But I think one of the Belgian Barbarians was in front of the ball before he got kicked. So I think the flag might be against the Barbarians.
And when you say onside kicks, you say the Ghent Gators.
Yeah.
They're famous for onside kicking every kick.
Every kick.
Every kick.
Every
and going
kick
for
off.
it on every.
So yeah.
Yeah, and I think we have a false start.
Against the Barbarians.
Against the Barbarians, right. They go for it on every fourth down and onside kick everything. So they have an interesting strategy. Roland is asking how much time is left. We don't know. We don't have a game clock or anything like that.
First down, Lions. And a handoff immediately got snuffed out.
Yeah, you can see the safety blitz coming in from the right side, and that was Godichal. He's wearing those red sleeves.
The Swiss Army knife of today.
Yep.
2 minutes.
Warming.
2-minute warning.
Yeah, I said warming.
No, but
2-minute warning, but I said warming because I want to have a little bit more of that.
yeah. Yeah, my body is nearing its limits.
Yeah, and it's
Starting to shake here.
yeah.
Everything's wet. Even the equipment is. Odin's equipment is just soaked.
Yep.
I hope your phone still works.
If if I need a new iPad, it's you guys' fault.
That run just got to the original line of scrimmage there on second down. I think they're just gonna run out this this clock.
Yeah, you would assume so, not try to make a lot of weird things, but there's a timeout by the Belgian Barbarians. So there's still time to make this
interesting
game.
to call a timeout here. But yeah, if you have them, use them, sure. But I think a lot of the players will be, well, because they're not wearing coats.
Yeah, but it's that 2-minute drill thing. You always want that to. You always want to do that in every single game.
Yeah.
Because you always have that. You always have to do that at the end of every half. And that drill that's a real thing. Like, you have to practice on that. You have to have certain plays and calls ready for that. So I think that's one of the reasons why they continue to just make this really, just make it a real drill, as if it would have been for like a 3-point difference in a game or anything like that. You just want to play it.
At some point you need it.
Yeah.
So third and long. Let's just call it that. Pitch. Is that to Kunst? Getting tackled in bounds, it seems.
Yep.
They're stayed down, but let's see here.
Yep. Another timeout. I was wondering if he got out of bounds, but he didn't.
No.
They had to take a timeout. Means they have one left.
Punter on the sideline warming up. Because it's fourth down, but they're the ball will not see the field. And they're gonna go for it in an interesting. Oh no, they're gonna punt. High snap for the punter. There's a flag on the play. Let's see where that ball ends up. At about the, about the 16-yard line.
That's a good punt. Took a good bounce for the Dutch Lions.
So let's see if Belgians can close out this game with some points, maybe. Because we are inside a 2-minute warning.
One timeout left. So you don't want to throw it in the middle of the field. And you don't want to run the ball, basically, because then you have to give up a timeout. So you want to pass.
Difficult conditions here to pass.
Yeah, you want to pass to the sideline, but of course the defense knows that, and then they're gonna play.
And
what?
A penalty is helping the Belgian Barbarians just crossing the field here. Is that the 50? Yep, they are on the 50. So they have 50 yards for some points. Oh, they're just going to kick it again. There was a repunt.
Yo.
Oh, got touched by a Barbarian. And the Lion, no. Barbarians recover it.
Yep.
Almost disaster for the Barbarians because touched the ball and then it's fair game. Dutch Lions can jump on it if they want.
Yep, and if you're the Lions, you just want to play picket fence defense.
So, first down Barbarians, inside of the 2-minute warning. Godet is looking for some room. There's a flag on the play. Got thrown in the backfield.
Probably looks like a holding
Yeah.
there.
Usually that's a hold if the flag is landing in the backfield. Too bad for Kodé because he had some room. Yeah, hold against the Barbarians. So. DJ is almost blowing out the speakers here in Isegem. It's always cozy here in Isegem. Always feels like a game day. Oh, and a solid run.
That's gonna give him the last time out. And that's the game, I think. Oh, it almost looked like it.
Yeah.
I thought it.
Yeah, could be.
No.
Now, second down. Again, a run. Why not? But now he's going backwards. Is that Arcadi again?
Yep.
So clock keeps running. And let's see, could and the Belgians call their final timeout. So Laurens, we're nearing the end of the game. What do we remember from today?
Well, I think we did see a good game. We had some.
Considering the conditions.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say you have the bad weather, so just to see both teams have some big plays, especially the Dutch Lions were able to really put together a few good drives and finish it off with touchdowns. 2 big plays really for the Barbarians to score those 2 touchdowns. But I think the defense played well, so just a good game. I think was.
Let's see here. Kodé with the deep play, but broken up. So let's see what the officials here. I think this is the end. Nope.
They keep playing.
They keep playing. Otherwise, it would have been a. Nightcap.
Ball went out of bounds, so there's a
clock stop.
Yep. I think for both teams it's just nice to build upon this.
Yeah.
They're both new in setting this program up, so I think that's the most important part before they start playing these real qualification games.
Trouble with the snap. Kodé on 4th, but says going for it. By himself, passing it. Caught. But imagine if this would be the end of the game.
Good Bart.
Now you
there
can just say F it.
Coming back to the ball.
F it. Let's just go for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's I think it's the end of the game.
This is the end of the game.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, that was a really good play by Brad by helping out his quarterback, coming back to the game, back to the ball, but the end of the game.
Yeah, but ending on a high note.
Yep, absolutely.
Ending on a high note here. Final score here in Isegem, in cold and wet Isegem. 24 Dutch Lions, 14 Belgian Barbarians. As Laurens said a minute ago, it's a fairly good game considering these terrible weather conditions in the second half. Saw some big plays. New teams, both new-ish teams in these playing international games because it's been a while. Yeah, looking forward how these programs will evolve. And Laurens, do you have anything to add on? Because if not, I think we're gonna get somewhere drier and warmer because it's electronics and water here are just not mingling here.
Yeah, no, just thanking everybody watching for today.
Yeah.
And if you want to keep watching us,
click and like, subscribe this channel. It's good for the analytics of the Belgian Barbarian channel. And be sure to check out American Football Community Belgium on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and our weekly podcast. And Ren and Laurens from American Football Community Belgium saying thanks to Steven again here for providing this stream here. And we say goodbye until next time.